Yes, I got to remember I was working on the comic book again, and I keep forgetting when I'm working on the comic book, I have to shut the sound system down to do a live. So, hi, Paula. Thank you for that. Yeah, now you can hear me, hey? Yeah, I got kicked out of my art room. We definitely had a plumbing problem. And so, where our bottom thing is, my son-in-law had to take everything out of the other room, put it into my art room, and get underneath the house. And he didn't put nothing back, so I couldn't get in my art room today. So I had to squeeze past like a puzzle everything and get my little case. I have an awesome fairy garden to do with you guys this morning. You're going to love it. Yes, Dee, we can see you. Good morning, Deidre. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my Fairy Garden Thursday, hosted by Grandma Sandy and Barbie. Oh, Barbies, I have her name here. I'm sorry, Barbies. Their links are down below, y'all. I have a paper here that I go by. They host, they're co-hosts and host of Fairy Garden Thursday, and I love their channels and their fairy gardens, so check them out. Check out their fairy gardens. I like to do fairy garden crafts, and they do too, but they have actual fairy gardens. You will enjoy it. And so, today, for y'all, and I do have on my fairy garden nails. Look at that, y'all. I put them on a couple days ago. Yes, I love my fairy garden nails. They're so beautiful, and I got them from Red Aspen Love. Oh, you can't get on the live on your other one, huh? You are a subscriber, Dee, even if it says subscribers only mode. You are a subscriber, so you should be able to get in there. All right, look what I have today, y'all. Check it out. You can hang this. It's so pretty. And I got thinking about this. It is glass. And I was thinking about this last night, like, because it has a lot of glass. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, maybe it's better you stay on your phone then, that's for sure. And I got thinking about this fairy right here. She glows. And so I wasn't originally going to use this fairy, but I thought, oh my gosh, why not? It's all glass. So, and then I can put a ribbon on here. You can hang it in the window. And she will get all the sunlight from the window, and she will glow at night. So I'm gonna need something to hold this. Let me see. I'll use my cup. I'll use my book club cup. My daughter made me this cup. So I will use this cup to hold my little, yeah, perfect. Perfect mundo. Yeah. Yeah, that looks beautiful. And I did bring my tweezers because it is a small space to work in. So, on my little fairy gardens that I had, I cut this one down this morning. I got thinking about this too. And I want her to be up on a little hill. So I'm going to put this in first. before I put in the grass and stuff, because I want her to be up on a hill. So I am going to put some glue around this so it'll stay. We definitely don't want it sliding everywhere, that's for sure. So I want to put some glue around it. And that will really look nice and hold on. So I want to put it down. And another reason I'm using the tweezers too is I don't want to get the glue all over the glass. So I'm going to hold that for a few minutes, and you can see it takes out the bottom, and you will have the golden glow underneath, and it'll stick there and hold our hill for our fairy. Paula, cannot comment yet on your beautiful video. Aww. You're talking about Thomas Kincaid. I bet. I love the artist Thomas Kincaid. I might need a tad more glue. I think I need a tad more. Just don't have enough on there to hold. So I'll put it on the sides. Just a little more on the sides, so that it will stay there. There I go. And then I'm gonna press it down. And that way her hill will have something to hold on to stick to. Yeah, so I gotta hold it down just for a little bit. Yeah, some people can leave comments and some people can't. It depends on what phone you're using. So when you can get into your either your tabletop or your tabletop or your iPad, then you probably can leave. I can leave comments. No, I'm not afraid of working with glass. Not at all. The thing I don't want to do is use too much glue and have it show on the bottom of it. That's the problem with all glass like this, but it'll work out. You'll see. This is going to make a beautiful, beautiful hanging fairy garden. There we go. Now that is sticking. And I love the fact, and the reason I wanted to put this in first was so I didn't waste a lot of my grass. You don't want to be wasteful either with arts and crafts. You want to be able to have things there. There we go. Now I will take the hill and put some glue around it so that I can glue it to the silver. And the reason I left the bottom gold is so that if people look from underneath, then they will see gold, and that'll be pretty. And this does dry clear, so I'm not too worried about the glass with this at all, because it will dry clear. That's what I like about this. All right, I better use my tweezers. Use the tweezers. That's for sure. That's why I brought them. just for that reason. All right, so now I got my hill in there. And you can see the silver underneath. Now this will all be covered with the grass, but I have to let that dry. And so I showed you the fairy that we're gonna put on the hill. And then I was thinking, while we're waiting, I took out some mushrooms, some gold butterflies here. I have some gold butterflies and some mushrooms. Mushroom. And I have a couple of, but I might get some more of these. I think I will, because I think that's gonna help. I'm gonna take out all of them so we can pick from the ones I have. I don't want the little trees because I have the, oh, look at here. I just have an idea. I love that. Yes, a flower. And let's see how this is sticking. Very well. Good. Nice. That's going to be beautiful. And I love how this has the green vine on it. Look at that. That's going to look nice in there. I can put this right down next to the hill. So she'll be up on the hill, and then we could put some greenery and a couple of mushrooms. And when she glows, she will shine out. Hi, Mimi. Welcome. Welcome. I hope you all are going to love this fairy garden craft. This is going to look so beautiful. Yes, gotta have time to set and dry, and that is going to look awesome. And I'm glad I had that cup nearby, because I don't think it would have stood up and down like that without the cup. So that is why I have the cup here, so that we could do that. And I love this. This is so cute. I'm glad I seen it in there. I thought, oh, that gives me an idea. The lamp, she'll be up on the hill, and the lamp, it'll be like this. She'll be up on the hill, and the lamp will just be a little down below her. So her wings will glow the lamp, it'll glow the plants, and these cute butterflies. So let's glue a butterfly on top of our lamp for right now. I think that would look awesome. We'll get this one glued on the top. Let's see, I'll set it this way. Come on, butterfly, get up there. Oh, I lost it. Okay, I see what I need to do. There we go. I want to make sure I have him on there correct. I do. Oh, how cute. Look at that beautiful. Hi, Shanika. It is. I love my magical fairy gardens. And I just put a gold butterfly on top of the light that we are going to put on her. So let me close this up. I don't want my glue to harden on me. We're gonna need it. But that looks, and I also have this. I was thinking that, you know how fairies sometimes hide under things? So I was thinking of cutting this, like maybe right here, and just have it bent over like an umbrella. You know how they hide underneath things? I thought that would look awesome too, but we'll see once we get the grass in. And let's see what I want to use. I don't know what I want to use. See, I have light. I might use the dark green in this one. I think I'm going to go with that one. And here's another shade lighter. I have the really light green. I have the dark green and then another shade lighter, which I like that too. So I think I might, I don't know. What do you guys think? I have 3 different shades. I might go with this one. What do you guys think? Not too dark, but not super light. That's for sure. I think this would look nice in there. And I gotta get some glue in my cap here. I'm gonna use my cap for my glue. And these 2 I can put off to the side. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. I went to go in my art room and I'm like, oops, I can't go in the art room. It's full of boxes. Because he had to take all the boxes outside of the other room to get down underneath the house to fix the plumbing. Oh, bother. Plumbing issues, but he never went back and put everything back. So, needless to say, I could not get into the art room. So I had to squeeze past the boxes like a puzzle and get over to the desk, and I grabbed what I needed, and then I handed it to my hubby, and he carried it out here for me. Yep. Now, some of this glue will run down, but that's what I want it to do. So it will lay at the bottom. I definitely want it to lay at the bottom. All right. So I have my, now let's put our grass in there, and then she will sit on top of that little hill. Come on, open up for me. And let's get this to move around here. I want it to come over here. What a beautiful fairy garden this is going to make. Look at that, you guys. Just gorgeous. Look at that. And she will sit right up on that hill. Little bit of grass everywhere, but that's okay. Now, once I get her placed, clean this glass off. There we go. That is gorgeous. And then we definitely want her on top of the hill. So I need both my B7 and my other glue, because I want both to hold her down. Because when she is swinging in the window, we don't want her swinging all over the place. So I'm mixing the 2 glues to ensure that she will stay where I put her. Now, this is going to be tricky, so don't laugh at me, y'all. Don't laugh at me. I want to make sure all the glue comes off that's going to come off so it don't drip on the grass. All right. And there she is up on her hill. Beautiful. This is going to look so sweet in the window when the sun charges her wings. And she is going to glow so beautifully, y'all. I might use some more grass, so I'm going to leave that out. Now we have this. But let me run and grab my pen real quick because I want you guys to see that. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Now y'all know why I was so sad when I couldn't get in my art room, because everything I need is at my fingertips. But this is how her wings will glow inside the fairy garden. You see that? So when the sun charges her wings, that is going to be so charged that she will glow and light up everything around her. How beautiful is that going to be? Love it! A beautiful fairy garden. All right, now I do want a little more grass to work with. Over here on this side. There we go. And I'm gonna leave some on her feet, so it looks like she's playing in the grass in her feet. So let's get our light in there. Yeah, even the light will also glow from her wings. And that's gonna be awesome. And we definitely want our butterfly to show. Let me hold it for just a few seconds. There we go. Now it's solid. And what I'm doing now is putting some grass around the base. No, no, don't fall over on me. All right, I pushed too hard, so let's get it fixed. Let's get her fixed. Working in tiny spaces is fun, but nerve-wracking, y'all. It's nerve-wracking. All right, I'm gonna leave the glue set for a few minutes before I start playing around again. That's for sure. And you guys can see inside. Can you guys see inside there? Let me know. Yes, the dark green would look good, honey, but I like I could put some dark green on that side. That's a good idea, Paula. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let me get a spoon, a tiny, tiny spoon. I got one of the kiddos' ice cream spoons. They can share it with me for a bit. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use a spoon. Come on. Don't give me there you go. Don't give me a hard time. I'm kind of mixing the dark with the light. That's what I'm doing. That's gonna look awesome. Oh, beautiful. And there's a little bit of grass on her feet. It makes her look like she's playing in the grass. Oh, that's so beautiful. I am loving this one. Yes, that was a good idea, Paula. I love that I have the two different shades in there. And so now we got to give her some. And I take these. These are the stuff that I take off. Like when I get flowers at the store, sometimes they'll have little tips on them. Some of the flowers will have little tips. So what I do is I cut those tips off to make the little trees like this for my fairy gardens. So and I am running low, so I'm going to have to get some more, most definitely. So I'm gonna put this in the glue so it will stick, and then tap some of it off. And there we have one flower in. Now let's see, that's a tiny one. So let's go with, this big one. Let's put a big one in there. That would look awesome. And put some glue on this. Tap it. And we just don't want a lot of glue dripping on our other parts. It's a little harder for me because my hands shake. If my hands wouldn't shake so much, I could probably do this beautifully. But I'm a patient person, and when I set my mind to doing something, I get her done. So I am going to do this, whether my hands want to cooperate or not. There I go, got that one in. Now the big one again. Let's try this one more time. Come on, you can work with me here. You can cooperate. There we go. Beautiful. Sitting by the light. I can't wait to see how she's going to look in the window. Isn't that gorgeous, y'all? Such a beautiful fairy garden. And I'm going to try to get you guys to see inside. Right before I end, I'll take you right inside the fairy garden like I'm looking at it. Right now, you're looking down at it, but I want to. Yes, kind of like a snow globe. Welcome, duh boy. Thank you for coming in. Welcome to my Fairy Garden Crafts, Fairy Garden Thursday. Oh, that looks so pretty. I need one more flower right there in front. It still kind of looks plain to me. So I want to put this one right in the front, sort of leaning this way. There we go, like that. That makes it look more full. Yes, beautiful. Went right down in the grass, too. That's what I wanted. And we have a butterfly on the light and a beautiful mushroom over there. And let's see, I think we're done with those. And I might leave this out. I think I'm going to use this in another project because I really like the light and the butterfly. It really stands out. So, should I use 2 mushrooms or 1? What do you guys think? Maybe put another one over here up front, you know? But I also want to use some of these to make it look like, how do I want to do it? They look like onyx gems, so I definitely want to use some of these. And that way it looks like there's a little piece of hill there. And then I can go ahead and put another mushroom because it gives it so much color. So much color. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is beautiful. That turned out so beautiful. And the light is still drying, so I better not turn it too much. I knocked it over just a tad. I'm gonna try to fix it. There. We're gonna let that dry so it doesn't. Quit moving it around, Miss TZ. What's wrong with you? Beautiful red and white mushrooms. And we did put some black onyx gems in there. How gorgeous. And now let's give her some flowers. Not too many. Not too many. We definitely want to put some flowers around. And the green will fit in with, let's give her some flowers to make her garden look very special and magical. There, just a tiny bit. Sometimes less is more. And you can see the red flowers on the plant and also around her feet and some over here. Just a teeny bit to make her stand out even more. There we go. I set it back up. It looks gorgeous. So pretty. What do you guys think? Hi, Oil. Welcome. Welcome to Fairy Garden Thursday. I'm making my magical hanging fairy garden. This garden will hang in the window, and the sun will light up her wings, charge her wings, and she will look like that in the nighttime. And look at how it glows. Her dress glows, her wings glow, and she will just glow at night and look so beautiful. And that in her own little hanging fairy garden. How awesome is that? All right, let me see. What do I want to use? I want to use something. Hold on, guys. I have some ribbon over here. I definitely have ribbon, so let me see what color. I have purple. I have gold. I have a blue. I have yellow. Yellow and let's see, gold, purple. Let's see if you guys like any of these. I have yellow ribbon, blue, I have gold, and kind of like a lilac color. What do you think? Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much. Yes, there is a lot of small details in there. What colors do you guys like? Lilac? Oh, you're going for the lilac, hey? Dee said lilac. Paula said lilac. Anyone else care to choose? This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful hanging fairy garden. All right, let's see. It's got to be long enough because it does have to hang from the top of the window. I don't want it all the way down, so maybe just a little bit. So let's go ahead. Anybody else? What color? Blue? Okay, the lilac would match the glow. Okay, let's go with lilac and see. It's gonna look pretty. Yes, it is. Beautifulness, beautifulness. Right now, I'm just cutting the ribbon all the way up, right in half. Oops, I went off kilter there for a little bit, but that's okay. All right, let's put this one over here for another time. And we can get this one on. Gonna flip it over. Okay. And then I'm going to take a little bit of glue. Oh no, don't do that to me. You did. All right. We definitely don't want it coming undone where we tie it. We don't want our glass to come undone. So that's why I placed a little bit of glue there so we could tie the top of the ribbon and keep this on the glass so we don't ever lose. Thank you, Dee. I love this one. I am so happy that I came up with this idea. This one is beautiful. And she is gonna glow. And I love the lilac color. You guys chose very well. I love the lilac color. It won't be very visible. That's what a good thing. It'll hang there and not be very visible. So I like that. Exactly. Okay. I I should have maybe made it just a tad bit longer, I wonder. I mean, I don't need it hanging in the way. I want it to where I can see it glow. So let's go ahead and tie this end. And I'm kind of making it, you can see here, I'm making it like a box, like you were tying a box together. And I'm gonna stick some glue inside. And wrap it around to make it look like it is a wrapped box. That will hold very well on the hook. Just like that. And it'll hold the hook extremely well with the thicker ribbon right there. So I won't have to worry about it sliding around or moving. It will definitely stick. And then what I can do too is cut this little piece off after it dries. And see, that's how good it looks. And it's thick and it will hang on the hook without back and forth, back and forth. It looks like a wrapped, you know, I could even wrap this little piece right there. I could take this little piece and wrap it. How many of you are ready for TZED Feud? Oh, you guys, it's going to be so much fun. I have worked hard on that game. So much fun. I can't wait to see which one of you is going to be in the hot seat. Yes, what a fun game to play. TZED Feud. So I hope I'll see all of you in there tomorrow morning. It's going to be fun, fun Friday. I love Subscriber Fridays. And I love all the games you guys have been picking. So much fun. So much fun. I might have to, oh, there it goes. As I say, I might have to put some more glue on that, but nope, it looks good. I don't think I do. It'll stay up there if I don't move it around too much. Oh, and I am definitely going to show you all this beautiful garden from my angle. You get to see it looking down on it. Now you'll get to see it from my angle, but I can see clearly it is beautiful. Yes, it's just like, thank you, Mimi. Thank you, Mimi. So sweet of you. It's just like Family Feud, but I call it TZED Feud. And it has a twist because we don't need a team. You don't need a team or be on a team to play TZED Feud. So, you are on your own. Oh, guys, I really love how this turned out. So, I'm going to see if I can show you guys how it looks from my side. There you go. Let me know what you guys think. It's such a beautiful, beautiful fairy garden. The crafting queen did it again. Thank you, Dee. And I want to thank you all for coming in with me today and doing our fairy garden crafts. Until tomorrow, you all have a beautiful day. Stay happy, stay sweet, and always stay positive. Until the next time.